As we take a look at the tail of the tape, Martinez 6-0 with 4 knockouts and 1 no contest since he won the vacant title with a 9th round TKO of Christopher Rosales. And in this game of proverbial inches, Cordova hoping to take advantage of his 1-inch reach advantage over the champion, both of them coming off career-long layoffs after Martinez's visa issues kept them from meeting back in December.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video inaugural event, brought to you by TGB Promotions and No Limit Boxing, as sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, and Universal Pictures' Monkey Man, only in theaters this Friday. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the World Boxing Council President Mauricio Sulaiman. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring from ringside. From Nevada, Tim Cheatham. From New York, Max DeLuca. And from Tennessee, David Hudson. Introducing our 3rd man to the ring, the referee in charge of our opening World Championship attraction, Chris Flores. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing to you first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks with gold trim, hailing from Caracas, Venezuela. He weighed in at 111.8 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 18 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the undefeated world-ranked contender, introducing Angelino Cordova. His opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with gold trim, hailing from Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico. He weighed in at 111.6 pounds. With a record of 20 wins and 3 losses, he has 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making the 6th defense of his title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the defending WBC Flyweight Champion of the World, Julio Cesar El Rey Martinez. Once again, our referee in charge, Chris Flores, now to give instructions.
Ok, caballeros, ya les di las reglas. Quiero una pelea limpia. Aquí está la línea aquí y aquí está la línea. Toca los guantes y buena suerte.
First of 4 World Championship fights to kick off this PBC pay-per-view from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. El Rey, the King, Julio Cesar Martinez, defending his 112-pound strap against challenger Angelino Cordova, and he is here because of what transpired in his last 2 fights, both razor-thin decision wins, big upsets. But prior to that, he had faced a cavalcade of modest opposition, and something to keep an eye on, and pun intended always, early in his last 2 fights. Cordova's also suffered cuts over his left eye, and Martinez brings in much more in-ring experience.
Absolutely. Right now, right off the bat, Cordova went to a left hook to the body when the fight was started. He got countered with a left hook. That's the experience of Martinez right there.
We talked about Cordova being susceptible to the left hook.
Yes, he is. He gets hit with that left hook a lot. But right now, he's doing something really good, which is throwing Martinez off his game plan, which is starting off fast. Cordova's doing that really well, laying off his punches first, and that's perfect.
Great punch combination from Cordova to the body, one upstairs, utilizing lateral movement as well, not allowing Martinez to establish the offense. An explosive exchange, and that's what Martinez is known for in the last two fights since he lost to all-time great Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, going up to 115. Martinez has fallen below the flyweight average, but he explodes in bursts.
He does, and he's good at it. And Cordova, again, sometimes he plays too loose with his hands, and he has his chin up, and it's a very dangerous thing against a real accurate puncher.
Lead left uppercut lands for Cordova, doing well in that mid-range and utilizing his footwork.
I think he's throwing really well punches, Cordova. Straight punches, really tight, really good punches. Martinez is the one that's opening up a lot, and Cordova's taking advantage of that with the uppercuts.
Beautiful right hand over the top by Cordova, who he's got off to a much stronger start. Left hook to Martinez, backs him up. Cordova, very aggressive early, already landing 15 of 44 punches compared to 7 of 31 for the champion, and lands another sweeping left hook upstairs.
Beautiful way to set up that left hook as well. Cordova, he started with the right hand, right uppercut as well, and followed it up with the left hook.
Yeah, Martinez got cooked with that right uppercut left hook right there. No doubt about it. And Cordova's strong.
Cordova, knowing that this is his first title opportunity, and he came prepared. Doing his homework, a much faster start, a better start than we have seen even in those two wins over Acosta and what was the opponent's name? Axel Vega.
And that's what I said when we started the telecast. If he cleans up his defense of that, and he did, and it looks that way. Absolutely.
Strong start for the challenger from Venezuela, Angelino Cordova.
Por eso, si te desapendejas, güey, te va a noquear, cabrón. ¿Cómo te desapendejas? Estás ya en la pelea, hijo. Te está metiendo todo por arriba y por el medio, güey. ¿Qué quieres? La mano aquí, cerradito, cabrón.
You gotta keep those hands up, nice and tight.
¿Cómo te sientes?
How do you feel?
Cerrado nomás, güey. ¿Cómo sentiste la pegada?
Don't get hit so often.
No quiero que abuses de esto, porque te está metiendo aquí. Te está metiendo aquí, ciérrate nomás y no te desesperes. Ni estés tirando, bajando, ni estés conectando así. Si vas a conectar, pega uno y agáchate, mueve la cintura, güey. Porque él trae el gancho arriba fuerte. Cerrado nomás y ya despierte, cabrón.
Wake up.
So we are set for round 2, and already some harsh words from Martinez's corner. Mauricio has some Eddy Reynoso, first-time BWA Trainer of the Year, and the lead trainer for Canelo Alvarez. But what a start by Cordova. This is what we've seen throughout Cordova's career. Likes to clinch, likes to slow down the momentum as soon as he thinks he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's nice punches, really nice being first, Cordova. I mean, Martinez had just never seen something like that. He's usually the guy pushing you back.
And yeah, we thought Martinez was going to jump on Cordova. Exactly the other way around.
Well, look, let's face it. It's his time to shine, and he's stepped up to play Cordova right now. He looks much better than he did his last couple of fights up there.
Yes, I think a strong case could be made that he lost both of those fights. And when you look at the rest of his resume, again, not the greatest competition, but he did what he had to do. He's an optional challenger, and he's here tonight in the fight of his life.
He did what he was supposed to do in those last two fights. He won. He wasn't even supposed to be there beating those two guys, and he did. And now he's fighting a much more experienced Martinez, and he
looks as sharp as I've ever seen him.
Exactly.
Now, it's early in the fight. Yes, it is. We got 12 rounds. We're in the second. Martinez exposed, landed a nice 1-2.
And yet, Cordova coming back as well and avoiding the hard shot from Martinez. What I'm very interested in looking at right now, we usually see Martinez do a much better job of cutting off the ring and corralling his opposition, and they're not putting some pressure. But Cordova done a good job of the lateral movement, the mobility.
Well, again, if you put that pressure on, you're going to open yourself up to, the other guy's offense.
The counter-punching.
And he got clipped a couple times. Right here, here comes Martinez.
Martinez now with a good combination.
Yeah, that's where Cordova has to be careful with when Martinez lunges in, especially with that left hook. Martinez has to keep that hand out because he's susceptible to that left hook.
And we knew coming in that Cordova threw a lot more punches per round than Martinez. In fact, in that first round, he outthrew him 59 to 39, outlanding him 20 to 9. And in this round, still the advantage, Cordova, but a better round for the champion.
Exactly. And he switches right-handed and left-handed.
In mid-combination sometimes.
Yep. He's very, very awkward to fight. And this is very early in the fight. If Martinez doesn't get clipped with something really bad, he's going to get back into this fight.
Again, both coming off, Martinez coming off a career-long layoff, but again, he had visa issues. These two were supposed to meet last December. Cordova impacted him psychologically, economically, of course, but he wants to make sure that the second time around will be the charm as he unloads on the champion. Martinez coming forward.
Yeah, Martinez just landed a nice 1-2 hook again.
Damn, nice combination upstairs by the champion. Jab by Cordova splits the gun.
Vamos, tenemos que seguir boceando y tirando de lejos.
You need to keep
Un
boxing.
poquito de agua.
I need you to use your straight.
Oíste,
Get a little bit of water.
recuéstate. El fuerte eres tú, loco. Él
You're
viene,
the
no
strong
sabe
one.
pelear, lo que quiere es darte un palo
He
de lejos.
doesn't want to fight.
¿Oíste?
He just wants to hit you
Cuando
with one
pelees con
punch.
él, sube las manos después que tire.
Put
No te
your
quedes con
hands
las
up
manos
once you
para
throw
acá.
that
¿Está bien?
punch.
Vamos. Estás ganando. ¿Está bien? Sigue con tu jab.
You're okay.
Y si le das con el
Continue
jab,
with the
dale
jab.
doble jab y la recta y después terminas con el gancho.
You
¿Está
go
bien?
with the jab
Pero
and then you go
cerradito.
with the hook.
¿Está bien? Vamos, cierra. Está bien. Tranquilo.
Relax.
Estás ganando. Suave.
You're winning.
Sigue ahí. Ese no sabe pelear de Angelino.
That guy doesn't know how to
Vamos
fight.
con el jab. Vamos. Y mete la recta de momento por el medio.
You hear the dulcet tones of ringside reporter / translator Claudia Trejos. She and Jordan Plant are ringside reporters, part of our PBC pay-per-view team as we launch a new era of boxing, and it's Cordova gets knocked down on that counter left from the champion. And the first time in his career, Angelino Cordova goes down here in round 3.
And so he was told by Jose Nieves, his co-commander, before coming out for that round to box him. But he didn't. He came right out and started slugging with Nieves, with Martinez, and ran into the left hand.
And he gets dropped for the second time. It's an instant replay.
It's that awkward style of his.
6, 7, 8.
So a strong start for the challenger in the early going, but here in round 3, Martinez dropping him already twice, and now looking to close the show. Cordova trying to retreat. Cordova trying to play keep away. He's the... And Martinez tracking him out and looking to hit him with the finishing shot.
And let's not forget that there were jabs that knocked down Cordova, not strong punches. A strong jab, but not powerful punches. So Martinez now looking for those heavy shots to finish this. But again, Cordova still games, looking for those openings.
Yeah, left uppercut right hand by the challenger.
And we know Martinez, with that rear style, he can open up. So Cordova might take advantage. But again,
15 of Martinez's 20 wins have been via knockout.
He's ready to go down again. This will be the third one.
9 of his 15 KOs have come in the first 2 rounds, but he's looking to stop Cordova here in round 3.
it's the jab again. It's a powerful jab from Martinez.
There, Cordova unloading, or getting unloaded on, I should say, trying to fend off the attack of Martinez.
And that's the smart pressure, I'm sorry, and we talked about Martinez. Set up the jab, walk in with the jab before you throw your hard punches, and that's what's working for him.
It really is. And again, he's the champion of the world for a reason. He's very good. He's very tough, and he's awkward as heck. He switches left and right all the time.
30 seconds left in the 3rd round. Jesse Ben Rodriguez recently vacated his unified 112-pound titles. The other champ, Cesar, but Martinez has been talking about wanting to unify, wanting to become an undisputed champion. And here, looking for a 6th successful title defense against the heralded challenger, Angelino Cordova. He's already dropped him twice.
It's just a stiff jab. Boom, right on the chops. But if you turn that jab over with those knuckles like that, right there.
Right in the chin and also.
It feels like a right hand, right, Abner?
Yes.
Manny Pacquiao had a pretty good stiff jab like that, power jab.
And here we go.
The second knockdown was the same thing. I mean, stiff, powerful jab right in the chin. Cordova walked right into that jab as well. And again, it's right in the chin, and it's going to knock you out balance or down, and that's what happened.
Now, here's the thing. I wonder if the 3 knockdown rule was waived, because if he had knocked him down one more time, the fight would have been over. There it is. There's another angle from that.
That one seemed a little bit more off balance, but again, powerful jab.
Right on the chin, both of those.
Here in round number 4, no 3 knockdown rule in effect here in Vegas, although Martinez is wanting to make sure he knocks him down again with hard shots like that. And it is a WBC title fight. Lead left uppercut by Cordova stops Martinez momentarily. Martinez countering with the left hook upstairs.
Martinez, he got hit with the right hand. Martinez fell for the left uppercut, the fake, and then Cordova came over with the hook and really dropped it in there nice. So he's still dangerous, right?
Abner, Cordova has to be careful putting himself off balance. He can lunge at times looking to land the punch and leaves himself susceptible not only to hooks but uppercuts.
Yeah, I like when he set up his punches with the jab. Again, the awkwardness from Martinez, just the volume and the hooks that
nice counter left hook by Cordova.
Really well timed hook from Cordova.
Cordova is probably pronounced. I let you read that one. I apologize. Nice left uppercut, straight right through the guard of Martinez. Martinez fires a counter right hand that just catches the glove of Cordova. Nice 1-2. Oh, beautiful combination by the champion.
Great combination, body to head, 4-punch combination by Martinez. Very nice.
Midway point of the 4th.
And this is when Martinez lets Cordova get off first when he has trouble. Martinez has to be first.
And if not first, he's got to keep his hands up real solid and then counter Cordova.
And Martinez marching forward, delivering the combination. Cordova circling away. Resetting, Deeds with the left uppercut. That right hand bounced off the high guard of Martinez. Left to the middle, left to the 4th.
Take advantage of those moments. Your quarterback. Go in, let your hands go, and get back to your distance.
Sharp jab from Martinez again. The jab has already resulted in 2 knockdowns that came in round 3.
That jab sounds like a right hand. Look, Cordova's already got his mouth up. He's breathing in the head. Martinez is very relaxed. He's been in there with some great guys, Chocolatito. Obviously, the distance with him at a heavier weight. He's a very experienced guy.
Wild fight with McWilliams and Royal, multiple countdowns before it resulted in a no contest rematch and never came to fruition. And I mean, there's been a lot of trials and tribulations outside the ring. Beautiful combination. Yep, and Martinez back on track as we head to round number 5. Another jab from Cordova. Zoo's dad and not the other way around. And of course, Costa Zoo unified the title against Zab Judah here in Las Vegas. Zoo, his son, looking to do the same here tonight at 154. That is your main event.
Well time as well. Again, Cordova just walked into the right hand, and he does that. So if you're Martinez, you want to continue to throw that jab and set up that right hand.
5th round off to a aggressive start by both fighters, exchanging blows and both of them landing. Tremendous toe-to-toe stuff.
Martinez going, yeah, bring it on. Go ahead. Yeah, that's him. You've seen it.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's Martinez. Martinez likes to get hit, and he calls you out, bring it, and he will continue to press you.
Cordova breathing very heavily right now.
He opens up his mouth. You hear the noises that he makes when he's punching.
Counter left hand, stagger Cordova. Martinez lands the right uppercut. Cordova still in trouble. Martinez the proceedings. And the veteran, Cordova, we've seen in previous fights, he will clinch as quickly as possible.
He holds on to the opponent. He's good at it. Here's where Martinez should just take his time a little bit more and be a little bit more cunning.
You can't expect that from Martinez. Unfortunately, this is a guy that just is relentless. He's a guy that just likes to go for the kill.
Landed the right hand. Cordova seems still unsteady on his feet. He gets tagged with another left hand as we see Martinez switching back and forth. Orthodox to southpaw. That's one of his calling cards. A minute left in the fifth.
That's what makes him so difficult, Martinez, because he's so awkward. You don't know where the punches are coming from.
Yep. High volume puncher Cordova, but not usually very accurate, as is the case here tonight. First 2 rounds, he seemed to start very strong, and then in that third round, dropped by 2 jabs from the champion. Nice short counter left uppercut by Martinez.
After a nice straight right-handed ability from Cordova, he's still fighting back.
Yes, he is.
And he still looks dangerous. His punches look strong at times. Not every one of them, but some.
12 of his 18 wins have come via knockout. Never lost, 18-0-1. The only blemish, a 4-round draw against Luis Quatashi. Fourth bout, although I've mentioned his last 2 fights could have gone either way.
Questionable, yes, sir.
Hey.
A ver, espérate. Carrera, ¿cómo se siente? No esté viendo allá. Póngase listo. ¿Cómo se siente? ¿Te agarró él? Es muy buena preparación, güey.
Mete la recta por medio de ahí mismo. Pum, pum. Y después jalas el gancho cortito, no te patajes tanto, porque ahí es que te está cogiendo. ¿Me entiendes? Y quédate cerquita de él, moviendo la cabeza, no te quedes parado para arriba todo el tiempo.
All right, there's that right hand by Martinez, and here comes the hook. Before Martinez could get the right hand back, and he dropped a little short right hand back on Martinez. That's really nice. That's really nice what Cordova did. Here go. Here's that kind of like that southpaw position. He landed the right hook and then a left hook at the same time, and really buzzed Cordova.
Yeah, they both had their moments, but it was Martinez who hurt Cordova.
Martinez took the better shot.
Beginning of round 6, scheduled for 12 for Julio Cesar Martinez's 112-pound belt. Undefeated challenger Angelino Cordova, 28-year-old from Venezuela, who in the previous round went 11 of 58 compared to the champion's 19 of 62. And while Cordova's thrown more punches, Martinez has landed slightly more. And unofficially, our score, Joe Hooson, you have Martinez, the defending champion, comfortably ahead. The reason being, sir, for context sake, just to add.
Because somebody asked me to judge the round, and I'm throwing the numbers out.
Why would you be any different, my friend, than anyone? Well, there's the numbers right there. We talk about.
But I think it's a pressure. Yeah, it's a pressure for Martinez. He's landed cleaner punches that have been landed for Martinez, and obviously the knockdowns. But Cordova's still game. He's still game. He has his moments. He lets his punches go with good combinations. But again, Martinez's punches seem to have more power.
Yeah, the one who's getting wobbled every round for the second round is of course. Okay? So that's worth, when you hurt a guy, basically, unless you're getting really beat up bad, you're
effective punches. That's right. That's number one. And we've seen the more effective shots from the reigning champion. Cordova looking to attack. The body goes upstairs with a 1-2 blocked by a high guard of the champion. And we see Martinez usually start with a high guard, drop his hands, and explode forward.
well, that can throw you off, too. It's almost like a feint.
Yes. Oh, beautiful counter left hand. Cordova took it and still standing. Gets rocked by another one.
And still fighting back.
And still fighting back. Martinez saying, stay right where I can hit you.
The referee a little bit there. He kind of stopped the fight there for a moment. The referee until Martinez stopped throwing, but yeah, Cordova, he was hurt there.
Yeah, we talked about this fight way before it ever took place, and we knew this was going to be a barn burner because we know how explosive Martinez is. But then again, Cordova, you know, he's an up-and-comer, and he's really hungry for that title.
He's a huge underdog looking to record his third consecutive upset, change the fortunes of his family. Again, the South American country of Venezuela, no current champions, but he's looking to become the 38th male champion and 8th flyweight belt holder. And of course, Mexico with one of the richest boxing heritages in the sports history. And that, of course, was where Julio Cesar Martinez, who's known as El Rey the King, well, he would love to be the undisputed king at 112. Let's go down to Jordan Plant.
Chris Flores has had enough with the late hitting from Cordova.
Thank you very much, Jordan. And despite being a belt holder, Rolando Romero still seeking a signature victory, a highly disputable stoppage against Ismael Barroso. He, of course, was knocked out by Gervonta Davis, the common opponent. Cruz, of course, went the distance with Gervonta Davis. Davis did suffer an injury to his power left hand, but so lots of bad blood between Rolly Romero and Isaac Cruz, and they will battle for Romero's 140-pound belt as Martinez and Cordova continue to battle for a 112-pound title. Oh, nice counter right. That staggered Cordova, but Cordova comes in and holds on, trying to clean out the cobwebs.
And Cordova starts off really good combination, but then it's just that one punch that Martinez lands, it changes everything.
I took it.
Did I take it? I beat you to it.
You're 100% right. But he's been doing that most of the months. He has a moment or two in every round, and then Martinez just takes it away from him the first time.
And you look at the size difference, and I was going to mention the fact that Martinez was knocked out in his first fight as a 108-pounder, of course became a champion. Cordova, this is just his second fight at 112 pounds, and he's fought most of his career at 108, and we can see the size difference.
Absolutely. Cordova looks really well built, to tell the truth, for 112 pounds. But look, the muscles don't always tell the tale.
Yeah, and Martinez is not a guy who's going to use the reach as well, but definitely the punch is there. The punch is there for Martinez.
And he continues to explode with combinations, high guard, blocking those shots, knocked off balance.
Cordova's starting to bleed a little bit too.
And Cordova has been cut over the left eye in his previous two fights, something to, again, monitor throughout this fight. A minute left in round 7. Three-punch combination by Cordova, punctuated by a right through the guard.
That's the one that landed the last one. Exactly.
Now you want to turn Martinez. After you're done with those combinations, turn instead of going straight back.
30 seconds left in the 7th. Martinez flashing the jab. And chants of Mexico ring throughout T-Mobile Arena. Julio Cesar El Rey Martinez fighting out of Mexico City.
10 segundos, paren la campana.
And speaking of Mexico, let's check the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world where things are just heating up. And you talk about things heating up. Cordova beginning to find himself in this championship fight, although he eats a big combination to begin round number 10.
Exactly. This has been a real tug of war these last 3 or 4 rounds right now. I gave Cordova the last round. But let's see. Oh, yeah, I did.
Nice combination from the right distance for Cordova, landing beautifully at the end of it, keeping the jab at the end of his punches there.
Beautiful in and out from Cordova. You want to continue to do that. In and out. Keep that pace going. Turn Martinez and just have fun in there. Make Martinez pace.
Is ring rust a thing?
Absolutely.
I say that rhetorically. A lot of people can
I know you know the answer to it, but the best one to get the definition of that is Abner.
Well, there is, and there is. Well, there's.
The reason I'm saying
if there's a fighter that keeps himself in the gym, he's constantly sparring, and he doesn't have time off.
Less rust.
Yeah, less rust.
You see it in Martinez at all?
It's hard to tell because his fighting style.
Yeah, he fights like this all the time. Yeah.
And again, let's not take away what Cordova's done. He's thrown up, a lot of punches, but he came in averaging 72 punches around. He got stopped in his tracks with another sharp jab. It's interesting that Martinez's best punch has been a sliding jab.
Things absolutely, but I'm going to tell you, Cordova's starting to get a good rhythm right
Yes.
He's I think he's taken the last 2 rounds. He's on his way to winning this round right now. He can do this all. What he needs to do, though, he needs to knock Martinez down.
And one thing that Noah pointed out, the jab for Martinez, I mean, if you dropped him already twice with that beautiful jab, why not continue to work with that jab? He's not throwing it.
I think Cordova got used to it to take it.
Sharp jab.
Yeah, he's been hit with it several times.
If Martinez keeps throwing that jab, it's there.
Martinez has been down once in his career. That was in November of 2021 against McWilliams and Julio. Left hook, held up by the ropes. Martinez put Julio down twice. Fight ended in the second round. No contest due to a headbutt to O'Reilly. So things can get a little wild with Julio Cesar Martinez in the ring.
They certainly are right now. This fight has been very entertaining. Doctor's going to look at the top.
Oh, right here. Hi, over there. Headbutt. Look. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
He's good?
Cesar Martinez to continue.
Cuídate con la cabeza, okay?
Yes.
Los dos. Accidental headbutt.
Accidental headbutt. Words from the referee.
It's over the left eye. Over the left eye. Cuídate. Cuídate con la cabeza, okay? Time in. Box.
It's bothering Martinez.
And it was the cuts over the left eye of Cordova. His last two fights have only won for 8 stitches. That proved to be difficult for him, but after we're going to say, I mean, here's some adversity.
10 segundos.
Yeah, he was rubbing that eye, definitely bothering him, and you got to take advantage of it.
La cabeza.
Sí,
Agarra el
claro.
aire, agarra el aire. Límpialo de aquí, güey. Pásame la medicina.
Sorry. What round? What round?
I'm pretty sure the headbutt here. It's not the best angle to look at. The headbutt. Switch the angle. Here we go. So here's Cordova coming up. This happens all the time.
Reading of his
And Martinez got it right on top of the eyebrow. Look, it's a north to south, basically. And that's the one that drips right into your eye that becomes a nuisance. Now, you got to have the right cut medicine in the corner. You got to have the thrombin, you got to have the adrenaline.
Wait.
And other things. But you got to be able to have the good medicine to stop that cut.
And we begin the championship rounds, round 11, and the MVP in Martinez's corner could be the top man, Jonathan Reyes-Ortiz, wants to stem the blood flow as the champion is in a very tough title defense against unheralded challenger and illegal Cordova, but now Martinez beginning to run Cordova, and Cordova wants to clinch.
Boy, let me tell you, he got hurt, and he's down. What's he calling?
Not a knockdown. He's not ruling it a knockdown.
Well, then why is it
Much to the chagrin of the fans.
Box, come on, keep it clean.
And this is the first time since it was his first 12-round fight that the challenger sees round 11.
Martinez hurt him on this side of the ring before he ended up over there down on his knees.
But that was Martinez's own fault also because he pushed Cordova down.
No, but Cordova grabbed onto his legs and waist and was wrestling him, and forced him to push him down.
walk forward. I do want to see that jab, though, when he does that.
Sitting down on those punches.
Those are nice 3 punches right left right. That's the combination he hurt him with, 30, 40 seconds ago.
But we are seeing that urgency now from Martinez. He's pressuring. He's pushing Cordova back now.
High guard by Martinez. Slap, jab, splitting the guard. Hammering with the right hand is the challenger. Resets, pivots away to his left. Has to be careful not to walk into the power alley of the orthodox fighter. Although we mentioned with the fight, Martinez switches stances often.
And Joe, Martinez is that type of fighter where when he sees blood, he becomes even more dangerous. And that's what happened. The last round he got cut, and this round he came out like a beast, man.
Yeah, and I'm sure he knows, though, that A, they could start the fight on a bad cut, and B, he's lost the last few rounds.
And he is, as we've seen throughout the fight, Cordova continuing to throw more punches, but in terms of connections, they are even in this round.
Yeah, Martinez is definitely landing the heavier shots.
Absolutely. Allows him to retreat. And smart strategy by Cordova looking to find some time as time runs out. In round number 11, the 12th and final round of what has been a fantastic flyweight title fight is straight ahead.
Vamos, papito. Siéntate, estamos bien,
I need you to sit
estamos
down.
ganando.
We're okay.
Estamos ganando, vamos.
You're up.
Tranquilo.
Calm down.
¿Sientes bien?
Do you feel okay?
Caballo, dale y te va.
Come
No te
on.
quedes con él a pelear. Es el último round.
This is the last round.
Mueve la
You have
cabeza
3
si te
more
vas a quedar
minutes.
con él peleando.
Ahí, límpienlo ahí, por favor. Agarra aire.
Clean him up.
Agarra
Take a
aire.
deep breath in.
Pásamela. Pásamela.
Hand that over to me.
A ver.
Let me see.
Como si fuera el tercero, compadre.
I
Pues
feel
haga
like
las
it's
cosas
the
bien,
third
¿no?
round.
Ya no juegue.
Agáchate, agarra aire.
You know, just bend down, take a deep breath in.
12th and the final round for a flyweight championship. The defending champion Julio Cesar Martinez, 2-1 in fights that go the 12-round distance for the challenger Angelino Cordova. It's the first time in his first 12-round fight that he is in the final round in the biggest fight of his career.
It's nice from Cordova right there. The jab trying to stop Martinez on his tracks because you know Martinez is going to come full force in this last round. So it's time to set up a trap if you're Cordova.
Right hand by the champion Martinez. Deep right hand by the champion. Back to southpaw. Cordova 18-0-1 with 12 knockouts. Martinez 20-3 with 2 no contests, 15 KOs, and he has been knocked out in the first fight of his professional career. Rare company to go on to win a title, guys like the legend Bernard Hopkins. Minute 45 left here in this title fight. And when we need to see the biggest sense of urgency,
Well, that's what I was going to say. Look, if Cordova is behind, which I think he should be fighting with a lot more urgency right now. If I were in his corner, I would say, you gotta put this guy down.
I think he puts himself more at risk if he pushes. I get you. I think he was boxing. He's boxing good right now.
Yeah, he put himself at risk to losing a decision instead of winning a knockout.
and that's what he saw Cruz say after going 12 rounds with Gervonta Davis. Of course, Gervonta Davis, but don't want him to leave it to the judges and really going all out in round 12. This is what it's about. A minute to change your life. Cordova, single father of a son and daughter. Martinez, he literally has his 2 children. 9-year-old Miranda and 6-year-old Cesar tattooed on his heart. They're doing it for their families. They're doing it for their respective legacies. Final 45 seconds. did enough to win.
And it was the corner's fault too. His corner was telling him that he was winning the fight. So I think the way of him fighting this last round had a lot to do with that.
I don't know if he said they were winning it. I didn't hear that.
Now, again.
Yeah, he said that. In Spanish, vamos ganando. He said he was winning.
Well, you speak Spanish?
A little bit.
Weekends. As we know, numbers don't always tell the story, but CompuBox, a big part of what we do here with boxing. And you look at the final numbers, and the champion, 184 of 567. The challenger, 191 of 777. So a very close fight, statistically speaking.
Both ways, thrown and landed. But again, landing a punch.
Well, you look at the numbers, Joe.
Yeah.
The jabs, 59-53 for Cordova. 132, 131 in power punches landed for Cordova. 191, 184. I know they're just numbers, and you're right. The more damaging blows, the more eye-catching shots belong to the champion.
And look, let's put it this way. Martinez's jabs put Cordova.
Two knockdowns, let's not forget that. No, you're right, absolutely, and that's why the body language and the actions of the challenger who had the best fight of his career in his first title fight. The 12th round is a bit of an enigma. The strategy.
Yeah, that being an enigma, sure.
Yeah, the strategy of Cordova. All right, well, so now let's take you through a visual potpourri of highlights here. The story.
Yeah, there's that jab we were talking about, Martinez.
Round three, twice.
Couple of jabs there. Very good. The early rounds, and I say that's a nice combination by Cordova. And he would do that sporadically in the early rounds, but Martinez was landing the big bombs. He was hurting them. He won the first half of the fight very easily.
He won for the most stylistic sequence, Cordova.
I mean, there was really good shots from Cordova landed up towards the speed punches, the power shots from Martinez, but of course, as we've seen here in the replay, Cordova had his moments. There's a headbutt.
Yeah, look, I mean, it was a tug of war. I just think that Cordova took his foot off the gas, especially in that last round.
Yeah.
This is a close fight, and
Have you
it's a one-round fight.
Have you seen gas
himself in the rear,
Okay, we've already addressed it, but there it is on the screen. And 2 knockdowns for Martinez in the 3rd round. And that will, again, the eye-catching shots, it's based on effective punching. And the more effective shots appear to belong to Martinez, but we will now await the official decision. So once again, let's go to the inimitable Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a majority decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Tim Cheatham, scores the bout 113 to 113, even a draw. Overruled by judges Max DeLuca and David Hudson, both of them scoring the bout 114 to 112 in favor of the winner. And still, WBC Flyweight Champion of the World, Julio Cesar, El Rey Martinez.
A fight that was as close as conjoined twins, and in the end, it's a majority decision win for the champion. And Joe, I think what we've been talking about proved to be the difference, the more effective punches.
Not only
and
that,
knockdowns.
What was it, 114 to 112?
Yeah, 114 to 112 twice, and 113 to 113.
Guess what? If he wins that last round, instead of running in that last round, what do we have?
We still don't know who they gave that.
Well, the fight was tied 94 and 2 cards going into the 11th. So this was a very close decision, but hey, let's not bury the headline. Julio Cesar Martinez successfully defends his title for the 6th time, and his goal is to become undisputed champion. Another champion is Sego Yuriakui. Jesse Bam Rodriguez has vacated his 2 titles to move up. And last word, you guys, on what you just saw.
Well, I just think that was an incredibly great fight. Martinez was absolutely fantastic. But Cordova is going to be a much better fighter after this fight.
Of course, yeah, he learned a lot from this experience fight against Martinez. But against Martinez, he just showed the heart, you know, that he wanted to just win this fight, and we saw it in the last round.
Yeah, showed me a lot with that heart. Although I think he made a big mistake giving up that last round.